pending draft environmental impact reports on 2 projects, time-wise, and I think I've touched base with you on this, but I want to confirm it. What do you expect the timing to be for the release of the draft EIRs relative to A, Camarillo Springs, and B, Camino Ruiz projects?
So Camino Ruiz, we anticipate hopefully that getting out later at the end of 2019, hopefully November or December. And then we anticipate Camarillo Springs at the beginning of 2020.
So the Camino Ruiz project, that draft EIR would be released sometime with a 45-day period, kind of roughly coinciding with when the council typically in February looks at GPA referrals?
No, the 45-day review should probably go out before that,
Okay, all right. And then Camarillo Springs?
probably after the second meeting in January when the referrals are considered.
Oh, I'm sorry, but the draft EIR?
The draft EIR for Camarillo Springs will probably go out late January, early February, hopefully.
Okay, all right.
And this is all speculation, of course.
No, I understand. I'm just trying to think of trying to make sure I understand what we think that schedule is going to be without pinning you down too much on it. Finally, I've received an email that I shared with staff from a business owner who is on, I don't know whether to pronounce it Aviator or Aviador, but I should probably say Aviador, right? Okay, all right. On Aviador, and it really regards traffic and traffic concerns on the corner of Verdalara and Aviador, and that area is being described to me now as cars going extremely fast, trying to avoid some of the backups on 101. 2 real issues. One is that there are cars that are parked on the corner of Verdalara and Aviador, and if you try to pull out of Aviador and go left on I'm stumbling over Verdalara, you can't see those cars. And it's because parking is allowed all the way up to and around the corners there. And I've provided some pictures from this business owner of that. I know on Dawson Drive, for example, not that long ago, we instituted some red curb prohibitions so that cars couldn't congregate. And I'm thinking that that might be the same solution here. And then secondly, I'm really concerned about the traffic moving very, very fast on Verdalara. And it's usually right at the end of the day when traffic along the freeway is backed up and people are using that area as a bypass road. So what I would ask, and if I need concurrence from another council member, I'd ask that those 2 matters be referred to Streets and Transportation Committee, I guess with the added request that perhaps the business owner also requested the potential for a 3-way stop sign. I don't know if that's in the cards. I don't know if the warrants would support it, et cetera. But at the least, hopefully, there would be some increased enforcement and perhaps at least a study of that area, not with respect to the red curbs, but also with respect to a potential stop sign, whether or not the warrants met that. So I would ask that matter be referred to Streets and Trans. And I don't know if I need a concurrence of another council member on that, Mr. Norman. Okay. That's it. Thanks.
Can I just follow up, Tony? I do go out there quite often. One of the issues we've got is there's a lot of auto repair shops out there, and there just is not enough parking out there for the amount of activity that's out there. That's one of the issues. But certainly Street and Trans can look into that and see if there's not some way that we can, potentially mitigate